Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing out some new drugstore products that I cannot wait to share with you guys, and I cannot wait to try them myself. If you have not done so already, subscribe to my channel so you can see all of my future uploads, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's start with some primer. I need to prime my face. I don't have a new one, but I am going to go in with the Essence Prime and Studio Hydrating and Skin Refreshing Primer. This is really nice. It's very refreshing. It's very hydrating. I really like this one. And I mean, it's fairly new. I got it pretty recently, but it kind of almost looks like a moisturizer in itself. But it feels like really moisturizing on the skin, especially now in the winter months. I get very dry. My skin gets very dry, so I do like a more hydrating primer. So that way I'm having my makeup stick, but also I'm hydrating my face as well, because some foundations and some makeup products can actually dry out your skin. So this is actually really nice. It feels really refreshing. It feels really nice. So I have really been enjoying that. Alright, so I cannot wait to try this. I have seen this everywhere and I had to go get it. So this is the Covergirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 Foundation. So I am in the shade Classic Ivory. That's the one that I picked up. It's 810 Classic Ivory. So this says it is full coverage and there is SPF in it, so that's nice. So let's go ahead and see how this works. So it is a pump. So I'm going to pump some on the back of my hand. I'm just going to do one for now. It looks very liquidy, so I'm hoping it's going to be nice and hydrating. I always smell. It has like, has that like drugstore scent to it, but I'm fine with it. I mean, other people may not enjoy it, but it doesn't bother me. It feels nice. Doesn't feel very heavy, which I like. It could definitely change as I put more on and wear it throughout the day. Good shade actually too, and I think they had a pretty good variety of shades in this. So I picked mine up at CVS, and the CVS that is near me that I get my makeup at is pretty nice. I mean, they have like a good variety of shades and products. So, all right, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. I'm just gonna do another like half or so pump, just to really get that full coverage look, because it does say that it is full coverage, so I do want to see if that is the case. It's been so cold where I am lately. I live right outside of Boston, so it has been freezing, and the cold weather does a number on my skin. I get very dry skin, so anything hydrating is like right up my alley. So let's take a look at the face. Let's see how full coverage it is, if I need more in certain areas. So let's look. So looking at it, it looks pretty full coverage to me. I mean, it's like, blocking all of the places that I want it to block. It looks a little bit like patchy around my chin area. And I mean, I've always struggled with my chin area anyways when I apply foundation, just because that's like the first place that it really breaks up on me. But I did have some blemishes there and they look to be pretty covered up. It definitely is a full coverage foundation because it almost, I feel like if you put too much on, it could have that like cakiness to it. Whereas I like a more dewy foundation, but it is still beautiful. Like, I think that it's definitely wearable and you can definitely use it. So I do like it. Now let's see how it looks with like everything else on. Alright, so I didn't pick up a new concealer, but I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer because it is one of my favorites. So I apply that there. I have been really liking this this way of doing concealer lately, so I put it like on the outer there and then just kind of make that appearance of like a lift. So it really looks like it like lifts the eyes, which I think everybody needs a little bit of that these days. So I'm just gonna take that pointy side. This is my favorite, my all-time favorite sponge, by the way. It is the sponge, it's called. So good, I love it. So yeah, I've just been like kind of going up, like making that shape, just to have that appearance of like lifting the eyes. So like, I have been really liking that lately. And this is definitely a more hydrating concealer, one of my favorites, full coverage, so that is why I chose to do this one today. Also, another concealer trick, if you want to have more of a full coverage and for it to stay maybe a little bit longer, keep it on the face for a few minutes. And so like apply your concealer and then go on to do something else, like maybe eyes or eyebrows or anything like that. So that way it really like sticks onto the skin. When I am not like in a rush, I do that and I actually really do see a difference. Alright, so I'm going to set under the eyes with the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I recently got this, it wasn't too long ago, so this is fairly new as well. I have been loving Essence products. I mean, I think that they're great. They're so affordable and they're actually really good products. Alright, so I just put some on my sponge. I think I put a little bit too much. I did not want all of that, but hey, that's okay. Alright, just wanted to set that. I'm just going to prime the lids with the Maybelline Eyeshadow Primer. I have been really liking this as well. It does a really good job at keeping that shadow on and in place for a good amount of time. Alright, so for brows, I am going to be using the new NYX brow products. So these are like two different steps. So yeah, so first we're going to go in with this one and then we're going to go in with this one. So this is the Dip Shape Go Long Wear Brow Pomade. What this is, so this side you twist off. Alright. And this is the spoolie side. And then this side, if I can get it off, actually has the product in it, so you can't see because it's too dark, but in there has the product, and I'll show you now. So we're going to take this, and we're just going to like spoolie our eyebrows first, just to get them in a, oh, there was product on that. Alright, so let's just get them in a nice shape. And I'm honestly, like, I don't really do my brows that much. Like, I do them, but just, like, pretty minimal. Like, I don't go crazy with them. So, this was something that I wanted to get and maybe, like, venture out a little bit more and try new things. So, I am excited to try this because maybe it will kind of bring me out of my comfort zone and do more with my brows. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the spoolie, with the product. I got, this is Brunette, I believe. Yes, this is Brunette. So they did have a different, different shade options, but I figured that this would be best for me because I do have darker brows, but we'll see. So you kind of just feather them in and like brush the product in like that. I mean, you can already see a difference, so it just gives it a more like defined shape and like just looks more filled out. It's funny, I saw a meme the other day and it was like, why do girls take their eyebrows off, like, you know, wax and tweeze and everything? Like, why do they wax and tweeze their eyebrows just to put them back on with makeup? And I laughed at that. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so true. But you know, they don't get it. With this, you can't go in like all the way because it is like the product is thick, so you kind of just have to get it like on the tip of the spoolie and then just do it like that. So I'm just trying to like apply the product and then brush it out. And I don't want them too thick or, you know, anything like that, but I think just to get a more defined look, I think it's nice. I don't know if this color is too dark, if the shade's too dark, but we'll see once like everything is done. Alright, so yeah, I think that looks nice. The product worked well. It like blend it out really nicely. You definitely only need a little tiny bit, and then just like keep applying if you need more. But I think that it was easy to work with, so I really liked it. Alright, so now we're going to go in with this one. So this is the Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. So now with this, we're going to go and just kind of like fill in those sparse areas. So this looks like an eyeliner pen. Like it's like a felt tip, like it looks just like an eyeliner. So it's actually like really, really thin, which is nice because it's like easier precision. So this is in the shade, I believe this is brunette as well. Yeah, this is brunette. So I haven't used one like this before, so let's see. Alright, and again, I'm just going to go in like those sparse areas. Because I don't want them too dark and too thick. It's very pigmented, so you definitely only need a little bit. Like I'm just like barely touching my brows. I think it looks good. I think it's definitely dark, but I think once we put like bronzer on and the rest of the face, I think it's going to look good. But the products were very easy to use. They blended really nicely. They were very pigmented, so I will definitely be using them again, and I really liked them. Alright, so for eyes today, I know that I'm like super late to test this out, but I couldn't get it. Like I literally could not get any of them. So these are the 5-pan palettes that came out by ColourPop, and this is the Crush one. So this was the only one that I could get because everything else was sold out. So it honestly, ColourPop literally drops so many new launches all the time that I can't keep up. So I'm like, hold on one second, like let me do it one at a time, like hold on. So I did get one. This was the only one that I could order at the time. So let's see how it works, and then I'll definitely go in and order more of them because I think it's just so cute. Like so easy to travel with, like put it in your purse. Hopefully we're going to start traveling soon again, like fingers crossed, I hope so. So honestly, like this is literally so cute. So I am going to be using some of these new brushes that I got. So this is a 16-piece brush set that I got off of Amazon, and I believe I paid under $8 for them for all 16. So I have a video of that I unboxed my Amazon unboxing, my Amazon haul video, so check that out. I'll link it too here. So I really wanted to test them out and see how they worked because I haven't tested them out yet. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush right here, and I am going to, ooh, there's so many things that I can do with this. Alright, so I'm going to first go in with this shade right here. It is called Love. It almost has like that orangey undertone to it. So I think that will be really pretty. Ooh, very pigmented. As always, ColourPop always has beautiful eyeshadows and very pigmented. The brush is really nice too. Honestly, it's like, sometimes it doesn't even matter what makeup that you're using. As long as you have nice brushes to apply the makeup with, you can make anything work. I'm loving this color. It's like an orangey tan kind of color. I feel like it's like perfect for summer. Oh, please, summer, come on. So they had these 5-pan palettes from ColourPop. I believe they made 5 of them. So this was the one that I happened to get. I think that they all looked beautiful, but I really wanted either this one or I think the other one was called Amore or something like that. So it was a more like mauve-y pink palette, and I really like those colors. So I'll definitely be picking that up when I can next. Just because, again, like I think they're just such nice palettes just to like throw in your bag if you're going away for the weekend, if you're going like away overnight or something and you need some kind of eyeshadow, some kind of makeup. It's just easy, light, perfect. Alright, let's just deepen this up a little more. And I'm really liking these brushes. I mean, for under $8, they're like doing a pretty good job. Now, are they as good as Morphe brushes? don't know. I love my Morphe brushes. They're like my all-time fave. So then I'm going to go in with this kind of flat brush right there. And I am going to use a little bit of Followed in the Pan. I'm going to use this shade right here, that brown. It's called Cherub. Oh, that's so cute. I love that, Cherub. And I'm just going to place that like kind of on my outer corner a little. And I'm just going to like pack on that color. I just wanted to get a brush that I could like really pack on the color, and then I'm going to go in and like blend it all out afterwards. A little bit of patchiness in this one, but that also might be the brush. Not liking that brush too much. This is like a nice big fluffy brush for like blending. I love that. Well, that's nice to blend with. Okay, I like this one a lot. Continue with that Cherub color. I'm going to pack it on my outer corner. I bring it up a little bit in the crease just to kind of deepen it up. And again on this eye, and blend that out and just kind of like diffuse everything. I don't know if it's the shadow or if it's the brushes, but something's like a little, like it looks a little patchy to me. One with one of my Morphe brushes and just trying to kind of clean it up a little bit. And I did put a little bit more product on. I feel like that is starting to look better. Maybe it was the brushes. Maybe it was that first brush that I used, or that the smaller one to like pack the color on, because I don't know, I wasn't a big fan of that one. I'm actually taking that orangey color and I'm diffusing out the top a little bit, so everything like really blends together. So those are the two shimmer shades in the palette. I think those are so gorgeous. I don't know which one I want to use. I think I want to use this one, that middle one. I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to use that to see if I can like pack it on my lid. I'm just going to pack that on. It's coming out a little bit more matte than I thought it was going to be honest. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that more towards the center of the lid. And then with the other shade, I'm going to put that towards my inner. I mean, it looks like it's coming out nicely on the brush. It just doesn't look as shimmery as I thought it was going to be. Like it's almost coming out a little bit more matte. Now I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade right there, which is called Arrow. And I'm going to put that all over the lid. This one I'm going to use my finger because I feel like it'll be a little better. So I'm actually going to like try to go a little bit over that shade that I used before. Just because it wasn't giving me that kind of sparkle that I wanted. That is a beautiful shade. That I think is my favorite of the entire palette. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that. Oh, that's really nice. It looks like that burnt orangey kind of tone. I love that. I'm actually going to take this small little brush and I am going to get that shimmer shade and like really get in on the inner corner with it. This is actually a really nice brush for that. Take that bigger, fluffy brush again and just kind of blend everything. Now I'm going to take this shade right here. It's called Bow, and I'm going to go in my inner corner, just lighten it up a little bit and like under the brow bone, just to give it a little bit of brightness. I'm going to go on my lower lash line and just kind of smoke it out. I'm going to go in with Cherub again, and I'm going to go on the lower lash line. I'm just going to like pack that product in. And I'm going to take this brush right here and just kind of buff it out down there. Pretty. I'm really liking how this is looking. Okay, so overall I thought the colors were beautiful. They were a little bit patchy, like that cherub color, that like darker brown. It started off a little patchy, but that also could have been the brushes that I was using, the Amazon brushes. Some of the brushes are great. I really like them. Some of them like I'll pass on, but there were 16 of them, so you know, as long as I have a few that I really like, or like the majority of them that I really like, and I just have one or two that I don't like, it's fine. So for liner today, I'm going to go in with the JOA Line Up Liquid Eyeliner. This is their waterproof liner. This is new at the drugstore. And this is in black. It's blackest black. So I'm just going to do some liner really quickly. This is really pigmented. It feels a little hard to like get the product out. Almost like it's almost like too thick. If that even makes sense. It is nice and pigmented, so that's good. Yeah, it's certainly not my favorite because it's getting like patchy on me. Like it's hard to like get the product out. I want to do a wing, but alright, I'm trying to do a wing, but I think I'm failing miserably because I don't really like the product. I mean, it's pigmented, which is nice, but it's not like smoothly going on my eyes. Ugh. Alright, you know what? I'm going to stop there before I like mess it up even more. I know that I screwed up on this eye, but you know, it's the product. It's definitely not my favorite. Alright, so for mascara, I am finally trying the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I know I'm very late to the game on this one as well, but every time I go to the store, they don't have it. So finally, I found it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, thank God. I have been hearing like amazing things about it. Packaging is beautiful. Like I love, love, love that. It feels like high-end and really, really nice. Let's see what the wand looks like. Okay, just nice wand. Feels, oh, it's really flexible. I love wands like that because you can really like get in there. So let's go in. I like a good lengthening mascara because then it doesn't get clumpy. Because some of the volumizing mascaras, I mean, granted, they definitely are volumizing, but they can get clumpy and make your eyes look clumpy and stick together, and no one likes that. So that's this eye. I think it looks beautiful. That was like about 2 coats. I don't know, like with the hype, I feel like it would have been a little better. Just because like everyone was talking about this mascara, like you have to go get it, you have to go get it. So I'm like, okay, well, it has to like bring my lashes to like the moon if it's gonna be like this big of a hype. But I don't know. I personally like the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara better. That mascara does a beautiful job at lengthening, and your lashes do not clump together, and they do not get flaky. So I really like that one. I do like the fact that this wand is really flexible and you can like really get in there. But I mean, I don't know if it's like completely worth the hype. I'm glad that I tried it. Like it's for sure a good mascara, but I think that you don't need to like go run and get it or else you're gonna like be missing out. Alright, so for bronzer today, I'm so excited because this is the new Physicians Formula Matte Monoi Butter. I hope I'm saying that right, but anything Physicians Formula bronzer, like, yes, give it to me. I can literally smell it and it's still in the packaging. So as soon as I saw this, I thought that it was just like the regular butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, but I saw that it was new. So I'm like, okay, yes, I need to have this. So this is just the matte bronzer. Alright, and this is what it looks like. Beautiful packaging as always. And this is the actual bronzer itself, which looks beautiful. Smells like heaven. And they do give you a little brush to use. I never really use them, but it is definitely nice to have that they included that in there, so that's nice. Alright, so let's try this out. It smells so good. And it always just gives like the most beautiful, like sun-kissed look to the face. I love it. And this shade is really nice. It's not like too dark. It doesn't look, it's like a perfect bronzer shade. And you can definitely build it up. Just gives that like perfect sun-kissed look. Okay, I'm obsessed with this bronzer. I think it looks beautiful. So for blush, I'm just going to go in with the Essence The Blush. This is in the color Befitting. This is actually fairly new as well. I do have a first impressions video that I did this on, so I will link that above as well. So I have been really liking this blush because it's very pigmented. You definitely don't need a lot. And it looks really nice. It gives that beautiful like rosiness to the cheeks. Alright, and for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Profusion Strobe and Glow palette. there are 9 different highlighter shades. So, I mean, this was absolutely, like, it is beautiful. It's at Marshall's for $3.50. So definitely do not skip the Marshalls and TJ Maxx makeup aisles. Alright, so I think I'm going to go in with this shade down here. It's called Glazed. I think it has that like nice, beautiful, bronzy look that I think will go well with this look that we're doing. That's pretty, I like that. So this palette, I believe regular price is $10, I want to say, but I'll definitely link it for you so you can see. Which also isn't bad at all. I mean, there's 9 different highlighter shades for $10. Like, yeah, that's very, very pretty. Like, that's beautiful. They're very pigmented too, so love, love, love that. Alright, so for lips, I'm going to go in with the Covergirl Outlast All Day lip color. So this is a 2-in-1. So it says it's up to 24-hour wear, which is great. So this is in the shade Blushed Mauve. So it comes with 2 different products. So, okay, so first, this is the actual like lip color itself. So this is what goes on top of it, which is really, really cool. So it has like, so this is the product and this is like the balm that goes on top of it. So, and they had so many different shades in this too. And the doe foot's really nice too, like it almost like slants a little bit, so it's easy to apply. And the formula is really nice, like it's very creamy, feels nice on the lips. Alright, so I got the lip color on. Now, I don't know if you have to like wait a second to put the other coat on. Okay, yeah, so it says apply color to clean lips, let dry for 60 seconds. Don't press lips together. Oh, okay. Don't press lips together. Apply moisturizing top coat for shine and comfort. Alright, so they've dried down, like they feel matte, they feel dry and all that. So let's go ahead with that moisturizing coat. And this is supposed to help keep your lips moisturized. Ooh, it has like no, it's like not coming off on the thing at all. I think that looks so nice. There's no like transfer of color on this at all. So this would be really good, like especially now since everyone has to wear a mask and stuff. Alright everyone, so that is it. Those were all of the new drugstore products that I wanted to show you guys today. So I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and comment. Let me know what you liked, what products you want to try. If you want me to give you more insight on how they wore throughout the day, like let me know. Favorite of like all the products today is definitely the bronzer because that is absolutely beautiful. It looks so nice, especially like in person. It looks gorgeous. I love the lips. They feel nice and moisturized and like there's no transfer of color at all, so that is key. That's amazing. I love that. The eyeshadow palette, love that like glitter, that shimmer shade that I put all over my lid. Beautiful shade. So yeah, I think that we have like a bunch of goodies today. There are some hits, there were some misses. I did not like the eyeliner very much. It was like really hard to use, and it just wasn't my favorite. So I don't know if I'll be using that much in the future. If you have not already done so, subscribe to my channel so you can see all of my future uploads. So I will see you all very, very soon in my next video. Thanks so much. Bye.